Can you learn the art of public speaking online? This is a question that Mary, one of the public speaking facilitators, is going to be answering for us. My name is Cynthia Wakio, the Communication and Events Manager at Corporate Staffing Services. Mary, thank you for joining me once again.
Thank you for having me once again.
So you've had my question, it's in the title. Can you be able to master the art of public speaking in an online class?
Mm-hmm. You know, one thing with public speaking, one can actually be able to practice in front of a mirror and you perfect your skills. But now it is very important that for one to get a formal training so that you know what exactly are you practicing on. What are some of the areas that you're working on? Because everyone normally has their areas of strength and their areas of improvement when it comes to public speaking. But you can never know until you get a formal training and you get the feedback from your trainer or the instructor. So by taking up an online public speaking class, yes, one can actually get to benefit and to master the skill. Why am I saying that? Because you'll be able to know, or rather to analyze, to be able to know how to analyze your audience that you're going to speak to or that you're going to do a presentation to. Another thing that you'll be able to learn is how to prepare. Most of the time you find some people struggle with public speaking not because they are not confident, but because they don't have a clear structure in terms of how to make good use of the time that they have effectively and have a call to action. So taking an online class or enrolling for an online class helps you to know also how do I prepare, even after knowing my audience. So how do I prepare for them? It just doesn't end at the preparation stage. The class will also help you to be able to master or rather to know some of the presentation mannerisms, and that is the kind of feedback that you get in terms of your body language, which also comes in handy when it comes to public speaking, and some of the do's and don'ts, to do and not to do, how to engage your audience, so to make your presentation more lively and interactive. Because at the end of the day, if you don't master the art of knowing how to engage your audience, you will always feel like you're not doing a good job, and your audience, you are most likely to lose your audience, and therefore even the call to action may not make so much sense. So apart from you just being able to practice in front of a mirror, it is very important that you get a formal training, and the online classes will really come in handy for you. Yeah.
I think it's also to mention that public speaking skills are one of the most in-demand skills when it comes to employers and actually even the world right now.
I agree with you. It's a very holistic skill for one to master, because it doesn't just help an individual in their professional space, but also at personal level. Many a times we've been called for those social events and we are required to speak. So we have people who are looking up to us, our cousins. Maybe you are the most learned person from your village, and there is that laboratory launch that is happening. You've been invited, and you are not the main speaker, but just the fact that you are there, you are asked to say something. So I can say it is a skill that someone is indeed required to master, and it can take you places, even at the professional space. It will help you be seen, and it helps you land those promotion opportunities whenever they are available, because they will always be looking for someone who is outspoken, someone who is able to sell out their ideas, and your employer begins to look at you differently. Yeah.
Okay. So when it comes to the online public speaking class we offer here at Corporate Staffing Services, is it, do you get a certificate, actually a recognized certificate when you're done with the class?
Yes, all our courses, public speaking inclusive, are recognized by the government. That is through the National Industrial Training Authority. So the certificate that you get is NITA certified and approved. You get both soft copy certificate and even a hard copy. Now, you being an online training, you just need to make arrangements to come and collect the certificate from our office. We can even send it as a parcel, yeah. So there is a certification after the completion of the training. Yeah.
So you mentioned completion of the class, and I was just here thinking there has to be a testimonial or a success story of somebody who has completed the class and how have they helped them. Can you share that with us?
Actually, nowadays, the classes that we run for public speaking, most of them, you'll get almost half of the class is full of referrals. And where are we getting the referrals? From the people who have already taken up the classes before. Simply means they have seen it work for them, and that is why they are free to, and they even trust someone else to come and take the classes with us. What I mean by this is that the kind of testimonials that we get, the feedback that we get is what has kept us going. And most people will say that after taking up the classes and practicing more on mastering the skill, they have seen it work for them in their most of the time in their professional space. They've seen themselves being given more opportunities to share their ideas. And in fact, I was discussing with one of the participants in one of our previous classes, and they were saying that nowadays a meeting cannot end without them being asked to say something, because it goes without saying, the moment you become very good at prepared speeches, you will always be the target whenever there is an impromptu kind of speech. So the testimonials that we get, people get noticed outside there, opportunities come, they grab them because now they are more confident that they have something to offer. Unlike when we are more closed, we fear taking up the opportunities because we are wondering now, what will people say about us? That is how much the skill comes in handy for us, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, and exploring more on especially the testimonial, because I also have had many people talking about the public speaking class and how it has impacted their lives, both professionally and personally, in their personal lives. All right. Good. When it comes to mastering public speaking skills, it's an art that can be learned in a class, and that's why wherever you are, it does not matter where you are, an online class is available here at Corporate Staffing Services. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and we hope to see you in the next class. See you in the next video.